And you gotta go get your paper in the rain.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get wet.
It is. It's raining pretty good out there.
The little red tree looks really good. It turned really red overnight.
Hi, Stripey. Oh, yeah. Wow. Check it out.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy. Hi. That heating pad wasn't on this morning, but it's 60 out here. So if there was going to be a night for it to be off, last night was acceptable. Don't guess my little trees are going to be on tonight because no sun. It's raining, but not very hard. Hey, buddy, let me check your heating pad. Oh, yours is off too. I wonder why. Yeah, if we go walking today, it won't be until this afternoon because this is supposed to be with us through the morning, and according to the radar, I think that's an accurate forecast. Not anything heavy or stormy, but definitely will be raining for hours yet. Even the kitties have a Christmas doormat. They've had that one for years, and I thought about giving them a new one, but they love playing with it, scrunching it up like it's their prey, just laying and rolling, and you'll hear them banging on the door, just having a good old time. I didn't want to mess it up. That one is apparently perfect for play. I imagine that you enjoy Sunday mornings when you wake up and it's raining outside.
That's right.
Kitten's not trying to get you. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Like you haven't even had 2 sips of coffee.
Yeah.
I'm always going to be that way. And you're always not going to be that way.
Yeah, but I'm almost done with my paper.
Yeah, I probably do still want to walk, even if it's just a few times around the track, but probably after your morning nap.
Probably after.
I'm going to do Legos for a while, and it is technically still raining out there, although it's very warm. Like I did short sleeves to the garage, and it was muggy.
Yeah.
It feels muggy out there,
Yeah.
August muggy.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, I'm going to finish up the nutcracker from yesterday that I started before things got busy and I chose to do other stuff, the little tiny brick heads. And then I might pop open Main Street, the new build, the new Christmas from this year.
Right,
yeah, I'm thinking it has 2 distinct buildings and a tram car. Okay. So it's basically 3 distinct builds. I might build one of the buildings or something for a little bit. So, yeah.
Okie dokie.
The nutcracker guy is really cute. He's all finished. His mouth actually moves. I'm trying to work it, and there you go. You can see his mouth actually moves. There's just a couple of technique pieces inside there that do their thing. I'll find him a whole home over here on the table now.
So here we go. She's gonna work on this one, and I told her this was either an anniversary present or something, and I was like, I'm gonna start putting stickers on there so I get credit for whichever ones these are. Right.
Definitely Dawn gets credit for letting me get the Legos. David did happen to pick this one up on a premiere weekend before it got sold out at the local Lego store. And I told Dawn no stickers allowed for reminders because it's possible for like our anniversary in October there may have been more than 1 Lego box acquired, and it's just better for Dawn not to count, and he doesn't need to know. That falls under the category of don't ask, don't tell, right. And just take credit.
I know so little. I just don't know anymore.
Yeah, all of us AFOLs, adult fans of Lego, we really don't, yeah.
I understand.
Yeah,
we love our adult, we're fans of the adult fans of Lego.
Aww.
Kiss, kiss.
So I pulled out everything from the box, and there are 7 bag steps, and 2, 3, 5, and 6 have a small bag and a big bag, plus there's this one loose brick, and they made it. This is a great family build. So if you're looking to get everybody at the table building together for the holidays, there's 4 things, distinct instructions, very one person can do it and it has nothing to do with what the other person's working on. So as far as I'm concerned, this is a family game night event where everybody could build something this person will finish sooner. And this needs to go to the expert builder, especially if you're going to power it up. But anyway, very compartmentalized. It would be great for a group of people to do, but I'm super excited. I'm trying to decide which thing I'm going to build first. I'm most excited about the trolley. I have to admit, and I have train parts here to power it up. I'm pretty sure I have what I need. So I guess I want to mess with the trolley. I have 3 battery boxes here that are all different, as you can tell, and this one's the right size and it's still not the right battery box. I do have the correct train motor, which I knew I did. So unfortunately, I need the battery box that has the proprietary Ethernet looking like cables. It is a small possibility Johnny has one back in the other room, but even if he did, if I went and I tried to confiscate it, that wouldn't go over very well. This is out of the Star Wars Boost box, and so I took it out to see, but it's not the right one. The nice thing is, though, is I'm all the way at the end of the book, and basically the very last step is put in the battery box and put the roof on it, so I can easily add it at the end. And now I know what I need to make it move, so it's all good. But I won't be able to see it move today unless, of course, I mount this on top of on the very top, which would be pretty ugly. We're watching yesterday's video. We're reliving that experience all over again.
Wow. Wow. I've got to tell you, I want to be official now. I am officially going on record. Full self-driving is not going to occur until Elon releases cameras in the 2 headlights. Okay, you got that? I am taking my stake in the ground.
On video.
On video that he's going to announce. We're adding a couple cameras. Okay, I'm telling you, I don't think this thing that he's doing, because I talked to Andy yesterday, and the car was going to make a left turn at a normal turn lane, not a complicated blind, but the car turned to the right, hard to the right, and then to turn left. But of course, that hard turn to the right scares the human driver to death.
Right.
And the reason Andy and I hypothesized why it was turning to the right is it's trying to get that side pillar camera a look down the road. In other words, it can't see down the road good enough, and it wanted to check out what's down the road, and so that's why it's doing that. Now that ain't gonna fly. Like I said, I don't care how much statistics Elon says about how many lives this thing is saving. When the regulator sits in that passenger seat over there and that car drives with normal cars out on the road, the regulator's going to say this is unsafe. I don't care how many 9s you've got on your March of 9s, it doesn't matter. So if I'm unofficial, they're not going to do full self-driving until they put 2 cameras up in the front.
I agree with you. And Andy did also.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I guess obviously it's going to be expensive to retrofit the old cars like Ruby, but we'll find out about this first, either with Cybertruck, because it'll come out with 2 cameras in the headlights, or possibly Thursday when they reveal the semi truck might have cameras in the headlights.
and they'll probably make an excuse, oh, well, that's because it's a semi. But in actuality, I think the real issue is the car cannot see to the right and to the left well enough to make a person comfortable that the car is capable of self-driving.
I've got 2 things to add.
Okay.
Number 1, you guys that have really great thoughts for discussing with Don, hint, hint, Andy, or any of the rest of you guys, I'd love to do a Zoom.
Oh, sure.
And actually record the Zoom and include it in the video. If you anybody, and it's yeah, well, Don, you're just laughing because I would put you on the spot, but if you'd be willing to talk to Don, if you got thoughts, you know, when you hear him talking and you like, I'd really like to have a chat with Don, and you'd be willing to share with the other viewers, please reach out, because that's pretty easy to handle. We'll put Don in the studio. We haven't done that in a while. If my leggers are looking great in there right now. If we need to record something. And then number 2 is Andy asked me if I thought whatever they were going to do, any new hardware, was Elon going to continue to stay true to his word and continue to upgrade the older vehicles like Ruby.
Right.
And my response was, I don't want him to. Because, well, this is my opinion. 2 reasons. Number 1, I'm a stockholder, and that's really expensive. Quit wasting all these money on these older vehicles, I guess. I've been a recipient twice now of new stuff, and it's been great. And, of course, I want Ruby to do it. Yeah. But as a stockholder, I say no. There's got to draw a line somewhere. Although I think legally there is no here. So we can just forget that I even thought that. Right. And as an owner, I say no. Because the whole camera upgrade was so painful for me that I think Tesla will have to pay me to give them the opportunity to upgrade my car. And I realize it's free stuff and free labor and all of that. And yes, I will take Ruby up there, and anything they offer to put on her for free, I will go through the, shall I hesitate to use the word torture, of allowing them to upgrade my car. But you know, it wasn't a good experience this go around, and I'm still going to have to drive Ruby a few days this week before I'm willing to 100% officially go on record and call her good with the cameras. Right. But it was very painful. I can't be the only person that had the upgrade that suffered pain, although, you know, Richard up in Chicago, his ex's, it's got a Falcon Wing door issue, but the full self-driving cameras, she's the same vintage as Ruby. Or Nick is the same vintage as Ruby. He's good. He was good on one mobile, might I add, service appointment to upgrade the cameras. So, yeah. So I say no and no, but I think probably yes. And my heart tells me yes, Elon will stay true to his word. He wants to see this fleet of cars. He can only achieve a real fleet. He can only achieve a real fleet if he utilizes the cars already out there. And he doesn't take no for. You're right. He's really stubborn. I understand stubborn, and he is really stubborn. And he will kill himself working and only sleeping 2 hours a day to make it happen. He's the person you want. He's a doer. He's a thinker. Somehow he's a thinker and a doer. He's not going to accept. He's not going to accept defeat. He's a guy. He's got an ego. I totally agree with all of that. But yeah, I guess time will tell. But yeah, I'm thinking that's how that's going to work out. Yep. And by the way, if you'd like to Zoom with me and have a chat, whether you're a guy or a girl, I have really great ideas and opinions sometimes too, especially in a group with other people. So you can I won't get my little feelings hurt. You can pick one or the other or both of us. Or I just thought, you know, we're fixing to hit day 2000. And maybe that's what we should do as something special for day 2000, is just have a Zoom where you can get on with Don and I, and we can, you know, it's coming in my head, right? I'm having an Elon creative moment here. Maybe that's what we should do for day 2000 is, if you're interested in being on a Zoom with us, we can record it in advance and then put it up on day 2000. I like it. Let's do that, because I've needed a plan for day 2000, and I think I just thought one, and Don will do as he's told. Right. It's still raining outside. It's 2 o'clock. It's warm, but it's raining. And Don is going to tackle my shelf. We were in for a little surprise with this one last night. I'll tell you about that after it gets it installed. Yeah, I think I've been going back and forth, tram, trolley. Trolley's probably the right it is finished. So the instructions and how they built it was pretty ingenious, where you build it and then you just pull 3 or 4 things apart, and then you put in the train motor, and then you put a few things back together. And I have figured out, well, now that I moved it, it rolls fine. But I figured 1 piece here and 1 piece here of a slope, which they did not include. And I can get that to stay in place. So I'm going to go dig out those 2 slopes now. And I'm pretty pleased with it. I got to order the battery box. These are the parts that you end up with. Well, there's some spare parts, but they're in every build. But these are the parts you pull off it. If you want to take the motor out, you need to keep this around to put back on. And yeah, so anyway, it's turned out pretty cool though. I'm pleased with it. Let me go get the 2 slopes, and you know, on the track rolling around it won't matter because gravity keeps it in place, but I'd rather fix it permanently. You know, somebody could come and lift it up and they wouldn't know it was like that, and yeah. All fixed. I needed 2 1x2s and 2 slopes to hold it in place. They should have done that for people. I took one more look at it, and these pins do actually push in over here, so it will stay in place by itself. But now that I put these nice slope pieces on there for a little extra added coverage, I'm going to leave them. But it's attached nicely. So Lego did a little better than I thought they did, and my little add-on's still not a bad idea. I thought I'd put together bag 1, which is mostly a Christmas tree, and I guess waiting for the trolley, the little trolley station, mailbox, clock tower. But I noticed inside the book, they were advertising this set as a holiday build together for 1 to 4 people, which I totally think is cool. Don did get the other shelf hung. It looks great. It's even. It's the right size for that window. It's just, it's a different, it's wider, and I guess it's a little taller. It has different ridges in it. It was on the same page, and all you did was pick 60-inch or 72-inch, but the 72-inch one, they did say the width was 9 inches versus 5 inches, so it's 4 inches wider. But they didn't say the height was different. They didn't say the style of molding was different. And I'm probably going to give them some feedback. It looks okay. It's going to work. It's centered on the window now. It's far from an eyesore. It's just a little more heavy duty than what I needed for there. And I felt like they should have advertised that it was that much different. Hey, buddy. Hi. Were you keeping Johnny company? I just wanted to show you, that was the shelf that was in the family room, and Dawn moved it in here, and it fits up here perfectly. It's going on 4 o'clock and the sun is out. The humidity's dropped a little bit. It's in the 70s. Dawn offered to walk with me, and I said I'm gonna call it for today. I've got stuff I want to do. He's doing stuff for me and stuff he wants to do, and we'll pick back up tomorrow with walking. Right?
Yeah, I got your battery in your DD Pi.
Good. The battery in my dash cam, you might remember, had swelled up, and Dawn ordered a replacement, and it required a little soldering and a little Dawn finesse to replace the battery. And
the connector that came on the new battery was too big and so I took cut the wires off the old battery and soldered that connector onto the new battery.
Fingers crossed, but I'm sure it's going to be just fine.
Yeah, well, here's the smoke test.
It lights up?
Yeah, lit up.
DD Pi.
There she is.
We say DD, but she said ding ding, ding Pi.
So She seems to be working good.
Cool. Thank you.
Now for the Christmas light.
Yeah, the New Year's, the ball drop thing.
Oh, the ball drop
Yeah,
thing,
now the ball drop works perfect. That
Right,
part's
just
not
the-
broke.
it's not
It's
lit
just the thing at the top is not
Needs to be
lit.
lit up.
And glued better.
And glued, fastened, a fixture. Yes.
Yeah,
I got
yeah.
all the above.
Hi, Mart Man. I know you haven't had... Johnny came out and saw you, though. Hi. Aww. Aww. Good boy, Morris. Come over for attention. Good boy. I forgot to dust the cobweb behind the shelf before we loaded it. And I could put some other taller figures in the back. I don't know what that would be right now, but at any point, I handed them up to Johnny and he placed them for me because I am just too short by a couple inches. He was able to stretch more because of his back. It's just too low. When you step on it, you sink. So sweet. He was going to do a strip LED back there for me, and but he was out. And I said, well, the one we put in the church was going to go behind the coffee mugs in the kitchen. And we couldn't figure out where our pom-pom thing is. That's what Dawn calls it. I said, here's a spatula. Actually, it's like a bowl scraper and a sock, and it will just be good enough. Thank you so much. So, no cigar on Lighten Up Happy New Year?
Yeah, I could not get on the wire was broke like right flush with the back, and it's modded, and they put, you know, this
Epoxy. It's like sealed in plastic. Yeah.
You can't get inside of it to.
I had sort of thought that might have been the case.
Yeah.
So the fact that that's what you're telling me, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Thank you for, I know you spent over 30 minutes trying to fool with it.
I gave it the old college.
So I told him to straighten it back up better for me with the glue. I want it to stand upright, whether it lights up or not is.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, make it look, because it was all like nasty at the bottom and not standing straight, and that'll improve it 70%.
Oh.
Lighting would have been icing on the cake, but
Right, I understand.
it won't look broke when you get done standing it upright.
No, try not to look broke. That's
Yeah,
right.
okay. Thank you.
Let me go do that.
This is a standing ribeye roast, not a standing rib roast. Who wants to come to dinner? And I promise David the next time he comes to have beef again.